Welcome indoor cycling fans for stage 8 on the Tour de HISP. Today's stage, the chain Chomper. Once again another difficult stage with a gravel climb. Guys, once again, if you like what we do, maybe subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of Cat C and Cat B races. Or maybe follow RF, the one on the right, on Instagram. RF now pushing on 420 watts, trying to stay part of that main group, the first group, with mostly Cat A and B riders. So once again, all categories racing together. 115 riders on the course today. And the longer you can keep up, the bigger the time difference with other Cat C races maybe. Of course, it's not an easy task. You have to reserve some energy for the climbs later on. For now, RF is trying to keep up with the pace. Out of the saddle a lot at the start of this race. Just as always, a really explosive start. Most Zwift races are. Today's stage, 29.5 kilometers. And 372 meters of altitude. If you have missed the other Tour de HISP stages, make sure to check them out here on the channel. They were really great. I saw some great battles between a few Cat C riders, Chabot, Vidal, Bandini, Papi Joel, just to name a few. And of course, curious to see how this race will pan out. Once again, RF out of the saddle. One rider in the front, trying to set an even stronger pace. On the mini-map you can see that there's a big group trying to catch up. More or less the pack split in half. How long can RF keep up? He's been training a lot lately for his holiday in the mountains. It starts to show. And most of these Tour de HISP stages had mountain sections, climbing sections, so it pays off. And hopefully he can do it in the real world as well. As some of you know, struggling with muscular disease. He's been fighting a lot to get ready for his holidays. First climbing section of the day. We're still part of that first group. As you can see, a lot of sea riders still are. Bandini, we see Vidal. Once again, a few Team Foudre guys, and of course also HISP team members. It's a really fun tour so far. 13 stages in 14 days. It really feels like a tour. Now's the moment of truth. First real climb up ahead. It looks like RF is struggling a bit. Now out of the saddle. Strong push maybe. Closing the small gap. He has to push on. Take a look on the right. He's really pushing on. Now a quick breather maybe. Job well done. Back in the front. But, only halfway on this climb. There's this small flat section, and then the riders will start climbing once again. As you can see on the mini-map, this pack split in half once again. And here's the second part of that climb. It looks like RF has to let them go. Or is he still able to do another push like he did just a few moments earlier? Doesn't look like it. Time difference with the group in front. 3 seconds, group behind, 2 seconds. So he's stuck in the middle. Not the best situation to be in. A few riders up ahead are being dropped as well. It seems to encourage RF to get out of the saddle once again. He's joined now by the group behind. Has to try and stay in this group. Here's a Papi Joel, also a Bandini and his battle mate Chabot, also a Vidal. It's the same Cat C riders we've been seeing over the other stages. Once again, if you missed it, make sure to check those races out. Were really intense, great battles. Make sure to check the mini-map as well. A lot of damage has been caused and only one climb. You see small groups everywhere. It's a good thing that RF is still in a bigger group. He's not isolated, just like he was a few moments earlier. Here you see it well on the mini-map. The group in front mainly consisting out of Cat A and B riders. And just like the new courses in Scotland, these Umazi rides are also really great. Deliver a whole lot of fun. And here's the main climb of today on a gravel section. Incline of 10%. RF attacking the climb exactly the same like he was doing these past couple of days. In between 220, 240. Trying to find a rhythm. Struggling to keep up with the Cat B riders, but it looks like he has a small gap over some of the Cat C riders. RF really pushing on, going from one wheel to the other. Of course, a Tron bike isn't the best option on this section. So a lot can still happen if some of the riders behind opted for a gravel bike. If I'm not mistaken, here's Martinez right in front on the canyon. And slowly RF is increasing the gap over Chabot, Vidal and Bandini. Also Papi Joel. RF really tries to keep up the pace with these Cat B riders. Check the mini-map, ladies and gentlemen. What a stage, what a brutal stage. Damage everywhere, everyone suffering. And again, trying to close that small gap with a short effort. And so far it seems to work. Chabot, Vidal, Bandini 7 seconds behind. So far things are looking great for RF. With 20 kilometers left to go, 21 kilometers left to go, excuse me, a lot can still happen. Riders will have to do this climb once again later on in the race. Alright, trying to stay close with Martinez, a rider we've seen in Bologna and the Makol stage as well. And RF trying to increase the gap over Vidal, Chabot and Bandini, giving it all. Hopefully he's not overdoing himself. Almost at the end of the climb. At the moment, group behind 11 seconds. And here they are, the climb's over. And at the banner, the time difference 12 seconds. So still doable for the group behind, but good effort by RF. Looks like he dug deep. Out of the saddle once again. He wanted to have a drink, but had to get out of the saddle to stay with Green and Martinez. "10 kilometers into this race. And now a quick drink. And another drink, given to him by a helpful hand outside of the racing box. It looks like Martinez Trying to break away on this downhill section. Would be of interest for RF if these three riders can stay together. Maybe create an even bigger gap. The gap with the group behind now was 17 seconds. So things are looking good. At the moment, Martinez 3 seconds in front. Now RF pushing on, trying to bridge the gap. Hopefully green will follow as well. It looks like RF can bridge this gap. Job well done. Now we have 6 kilometers, more or less flat. So hopefully they can work together and increase the time difference with the group behind. 16 seconds now. And, 2 riders just up ahead, 6 seconds. Be great if they can catch them. Looks like that's what Martinez is about to do. Martinez pushing on. Now green taking over. It looks like RF wants to take his turn in the lead, but Martinez is pushing on as well. They're closing in fast. Closing in fast with O'Neill from Scotland and Lizardo from Chile. Now a group of 5 riders. The time difference with the group behind is increasing, so that's good. 21 seconds. Just switch over briefly to some other groups, other riders. Now back with RF. We can rest as much as possible here. Just like yesterday, he needs another gel. Extra energy. It looks like the group behind is pedaling faster. Time difference now 17 seconds. We're almost at the start of another climb. The pace in this group isn't high at the moment. Good thing is, it gives RF a time to relax a bit. At the start of another climb, group behind 13 seconds. It looks like they're closing in fast. On the left we see the times on the Castle KOM Vidal and Chabot, 1 second faster. Will RF be a part of this group once the climb is over? You'll see the Castle KOM times once again. Vidal 4:57, Chabot 4:51.4, and RF 4:51.8. Just like a few days before, really close together, those three guys. Now RF still 11 seconds in front. Also might go for a bike change on the second gravel climb. Might be a good tactic. The tactic impossible to do for RF. He can reach his computer and where he's at. So hopefully this won't cost him his good position at the moment. Or in the middle of this climb, he's still together with the group. Behind, only 9 seconds. That's why RF is pushing on right now. Doing everything he can to stay ahead of Chabot and Vidal. He realizes it's going to be difficult, I guess. Still, he's showing a good fighting spirit. That's the most important thing when you race. There's Martinez taking over. Vidal, Chabot, Bandini, 6 seconds behind. Excuse me, tongue twister deluxe. So the group behind is a lot bigger, so that's why they managed to get back, I guess. Here they are. Was it the right choice for RF to go full out on that first gravel climb? Maybe not. Let's wait and see. Now there's another new dynamic in the race. Looks like RF is just not as strong as yesterday. He won't just give in easily. Chabot on a Tron bike as well. So Bandini on the yellow Tron bike. And here we are at the gravel climb once again. If you haven't by now, maybe subscribe to the channel. And for now, let's watch this intense part of the race. Bandini passes RF. And it looks like Chabot is going for the bike change. Also Vidal. Bike change done, 11 seconds behind. RF's not going for one, and Bandini not as well. Will it be possible for RF to hold on? Like I said earlier, not possible for him to go for a bike change, so it's going to be hard. This really is the deciding part of the stage. On the Temple KOM, RF was 14 seconds faster than Vidal. The first time, and 17 seconds than Bandini and Chabot. But this time around, the story is different. Some of the riders went for a bike change. RF and Bandini didn't. Bandini looking really strong today, 5 seconds in front of RF. Vidal is getting really close right now. RF pushing on, trying to bridge the gap. The group just up ahead. It more or less works. Increasing the time gap with Vidal. But only for a brief moment. Vidal again 5 seconds. Chabot 10 seconds, 9 seconds. It looks like RF is not able to find a steady rhythm. Oh, and he has a dropout, power dropout. Loses a few seconds right here. And also the connection with the group ahead. I'm not sure if he realizes it. Looks a bit surprised. So out of the saddle once again. Vidal just behind on RF. It looks like the bike change proves to be a good tactic on the chain Chomper course. Long push, time difference 5 seconds once again. Is RF able to keep it up? Looks like all the power has to come from these small bursts. Not really finding a good rhythm, good cadence. Now Chabot and Vidal side by side, closing in on RF, 2 seconds behind. The bike change is going to cost him the race, I guess. Because Chabot and Vidal are closing in fast. 10 meters behind on RF. Things aren't looking good for RF at the moment. Tries to push on one more time. And here's the Chabot. He was on a Tron bike earlier on, and as you can see it here, changed the bike, and it proves to be a wise decision. So, RF out of the saddle, but Chabot pushing on, 4.7 watts, closing in on the group ahead. So good job from Chabot. Can he take over on Bandini? Remember, Bandini not going for the bike change, and here's Vidal. So Bandini is having a strong day in the saddle. Oh, and look at that time gap. Chabot, Bandini, 13 seconds up ahead. This is where the stage was lost for RF. Such a pity, not able to do a bike change himself. Horrible feeling, but okay, maybe he can close in on Vidal. It looks like Chabot, Bandini and Vidal passing him. Cut off the legs of RF. He knows he cannot fight back against those better gravel bikes on this section. Also looks like he's not as strong as yesterday. Although we had a great race so far. Maybe it's just because he knows he's beaten. Tried everything, but wasn't able to keep up the pace against those gravel bikes. With the exception of Bandini, doing excellent, still part of the group with Chabot. 24 seconds up ahead. Looks like Vidal is breaking away as well. I don't think RF will ever forget this chain chomper course. So if you want a quick Zwift racing tip, if you have to do that climb 2 times, maybe go for a bike change the second time around. It really helps. Vidal now 10 seconds in front of RF, stuck in the middle right now between Vidal and Lizardo, excuse me. And the time gap's increasing fast right now. Looks like RF's waiting for Lizardo. So for those hoping you were about to see another battle between RF, Vidal, Chabot, this time around it didn't happen. Today Bandini, Chabot and Vidal were the stronger riders, partly helped by a good tactic. If you ask me, RF maybe not as good as 2 days prior. Now pushing on to catch the wheel of Lizardo. Also Sato from Japan closing in fast. 3.8 kilometers left to go. Not much to win here for RF, but okay, he can still race with these 2 guys, 1 Cat A rider and 1 Cat B rider. As you can see, a few Cat B riders behind RF. We definitely had a good race today. Just 1 Cat A rider up ahead. Australian rider. Looks like RF's working, trying to catch that rider. Just a brief moment, and now Lizardo taking over. The two riders working together. And difference with the Australian rider just up ahead, 6 seconds. Here's a Satu as well. It looks like they are catching up. 2.2 kilometers won't be enough to catch Vidal, I guess. 22 seconds in front. Tempo not that high in this group. Vidal still pushing on. Good job. Trying to stay ahead. Seems to work out. 4.2 watts now, Vidal. Dropping back to 2.8, 3.5 now. .5 kilometers left to go. Definitely won't be enough to catch Vidal, so let's see what happens in this small group. Will RF be able to race these Cat A and B rider? Looks like Satu is sprinting away. RF reacting, not going to let it happen. Look at the time difference with Bandini and Chabot. 1.10 seconds. .700 meters left to go. Will we see a final sprint from RF? How will it pan out against this Cat A and B rider? RF fighting against Lizardo and Sato. 300 meters left to go, not sprinting. Looks like Satu started to sprint. RF reacting. Trying all he can. Won't be enough to catch Satu. But still a good sprint. Good race nonetheless. Partially beaten by the bike change, but still 5th overall in the Cat C. So I really hope you enjoyed this stage, guys. Hope to see you again another time, maybe tomorrow for another Tour de HISP stage. Right on.